Hey everyone, it's Carpenter here. Thank you for watching Awesome Movie Reviews.
Big Pete here.
Today we are reviewing Batman vs Superman. Now, I went to the movie without watching any of the trailers and not knowing who's going to be in the movie other than Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. And I came out pleasantly surprised.
Well, for me, I'm a comic fan and kind of a geek in terms of the storyline from the TV series and all this. So I find this is a pretty awesome movie, even though there's a lot of bad critics and reviews for this.
Alright, no worries. I mean, this movie review is going to be all about the spoilers and what all the movie review is going to be all about, right? Now, first, let's talk about the cast. Obviously, Man of Steel, Henry Cavill. To me, I think he was alright in the movie, especially all the final climax fight scenes and also his fights with Batman. But I felt that his face time on screen was very, very limited.
Yeah, and not a lot of action from him, except for the end part of it.
Exactly.
I would prefer. I mean, I love Ben Affleck in this movie. He plays, of course, the famous Batman, and his role is actually quite superb.
Yeah,
despite from the previous role that he has played.
Exactly. I think there were a lot of concern and worries about how Ben Affleck can take on the role, especially since he's already catching up on his age. But looking back at his performance in the movie, I thought he actually came out pretty strong, right? Of course, a lot of people were quite jealous of him because he's so good looking and probably one of the better looking Batman in a century.
Yeah, I agree that.
Right. What about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman?
Well, everyone loves her. She's the gem in the movie itself.
I agree, man. I agree.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot was really, really hot. And in case you guys don't remember her, she was also in Fast and Furious. There were a lot of people that don't remember who she was, and she was also the Miss Universe from Israel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, the other lady in the movie, Amy Adams, right?
For me, I personally felt that when she was in Man of Steel, it's unnecessary. A lot of things that for her scene in this movie is actually worse. I felt that she's quite useless.
Yes, I mean, for those of you who have seen the movie, can you remember how many times she was saved by Superman?
Yeah.
Way too often, right? Way too often.
Damsel in distress.
Yeah. But to me, the biggest surprise, there was two big surprises in terms of the casting and the actors in the movie. One was Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
I really liked him, despite how a lot of critics were saying that he was a lot like what he played on the Social Network movie, times 10 in terms of annoyance.
Crazy and stuff like that. But in this movie, he really portrays the villain. I mean, you don't see. Of course, in the comics, you don't see how most of the time he behaves or the way he talks. Lex Luthor talks. But in this movie, he really portrays that villain itself. Yeah, he's a bit too young. People don't kind of agree with Lex Luthor, matured, evil, very strong, strong face. Yeah,
that's right. I actually thought Jesse Eisenberg stole the show, but the biggest surprise to me was actually Jeremy Irons. I never thought he would take such a small role, playing the butler Alfred to Batman. That was something that's very unique.
The interesting part is he's like he's a tough guy. He portrays like when the part where he pull out the control and start controlling the Batwing. That was like, wow.
Exactly. I thought it was finally a time when we see a much more grittier Alfred instead of all the previous portrayal where he was a prim and proper butler as from all the other universe.
I mean, Michael Caine was good.
Michael Caine was good, right? I mean, portrayed as the clean butler, but Jeremy Irons, man, I really like him in this movie, right? He's more like a partner in crime rather than a butler. Remember the scene where he was at the lodge and Ben Affleck actually offered him to bring him a cup of wine instead of the other way around? Yeah.
Right. He was well respected.
Yeah.
Okay, we come back to talk about the story part.
Yes.
True enough, there's a lot of potholes that unanswered questions. I think a lot of people get frustrated is because there are so many things that happens without answers.
Yes.
It's like if you are not a comic fan or a geek about how the history of Batman and Superman, there are a lot of things that are not explained in the movie.
Exactly.
I think that's the point where people get a bit frustrated. It's like, why is this doing?
Yeah.
Why are they doing this and all?
One of the other complaints that a lot of people had was that the movie was way too long, 2.5 hours, right? But then again, I mean, we all knew where this was coming, right? The movie had to set up for the Justice League movie coming soon, right? So they had to give ample of time to slowly set up the story for how the Seven actually finally unites.
The lineup is pretty awesome. It's like I said, a comic fan would know that when they show the files of all this, the classified files of first was the Flash,
right? The Red Streak.
It was named as the Red Streak. It wasn't the Flash. I mean, as most of you who have watched the TV series, Red Streak is the name that they call him, and then. Wonder Woman is not called Wonder Woman; it's called the Amazonian. And then Cyborg. Cyborg is pretty weak on the introduction, but I love Aquaman.
I think everybody loved Jason Momoa as Aquaman. We can't wait to see him in the final Justice movie.
This awesome lineup for the GLA,
right? But who is going to play the Flash in the upcoming movie? Is it going to be an Asian or?
Yeah, I think you saw the preview. Was this guy Ezra?
I couldn't tell whether he was Asian or was he Latino. Okay, I'm not being racist here. Okay, I just couldn't tell. Right.
Let's go to the other one.
Now let's talk about the director Zack Snyder. I mean, if you guys have seen all his previous movies like 300 and the others, you know that his movies are usually pretty gripping, pretty dark, very artsy.
I mean, very conceptual. The way he shot, I love the way he shot Watchmen.
Who doesn't love Watchmen, right?
It's a very pretty movie with a lot of styles. The storyline, actually, the storyline is not much. He followed
the comic,
the comic exactly.
Right.
But to bring it to a live action movie, he managed to actually bring the concept, the style,
But the only thing I didn't quite like about the way Zack Snyder made this movie was, or maybe not him, but more the editor, was the switching back and forth in between the movies. There was too constant in between very short span of time. Trying to tie up three different story parallels together, from Man of Steel to Batman to Lex Luthor to the big final climax.
You don't feel that the character was developed well.
Despite having the movie was 2.5 hours.
Yes. I would say about the movie, the beginning was a bit draggy. I kind of fall asleep, but I don't complain the action part, the last part, right?
Exactly. But I really did like that one scene. Remember that one scene where they were transporting Kryptonite onto the truck, right? Then camera was way up high, way even higher than the crane, and slowly we were all looking at why was the camera pan up so high, right? Then you realize that when your camera zoom down, you just see, actually Batman, the Dark Knight, was standing on top of the crane. So that was a mandatory shot of Batman standing on a very high location. As per all the previous movies, there is always that one scene. Right? Now I think for me, because I've not seen any of the trailers, I've not read any of the reviews before seeing the movie, so I didn't really know what to expect other than there's going to be a big villain in the movie. I was actually pleasantly surprised as well with Doomsday. I never thought they're going to introduce Doomsday so quick in the franchise. I thought,
Doomsday, again, from the comic, it's not, it's a different story. It wasn't developed or so-called built as it is in the movie. But you will notice that I pretty like how they make or so-called develop Doomsday during the fight, where the awesome powers, the electricity and like
the shockwave,
like an atomic bomb. Then he grew, like bones, like that is actually his true form in the comic itself. That is actually superb.
I mean, for those of you who are not old enough to remember, I think Doomsday is something that a lot of people, even though they didn't read comics, would heard of, because that was a time when DC Comics actually decided to kill off Doomsday. Kill off Superman, right? So everyone was talking about it, from the people who read comics to people like me who don't read comics.
When you bring Doomsday in, Superman has to die. So, but I like how they kill Superman in a way that he was weakened by the kryptonite stuff, that he has to use it as well. I mean, in the comic, it's like it's a very long-winded fight,
Yes.
non-stop, and I don't think you want to see that in the movie. I think it's pretty smart that Zack has figured out a way to how to kill Superman.
Exactly. I think probably the most memorable scene in the fight with Doomsday was when Man of Steel, Superman actually got stabbed by Doomsday, right? But instead of trying to fly away or trying to find a way to break away from Doomsday, he actually pulled himself deeper into Doomsday in order to stab the dagger.
The dramatic way to
that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And of course, the fight between Batman and Superman, right? I mean, that was what everybody wanted to see.
The title BVS, people are waiting for that. It has its own good way of fighting it. I like it.
Right, the fight scene was done well, but as what a lot of people said, the way Zack Snyder shot the movie, it's not really dark. If you look at Christopher Nolan's way of his interpretation of dark, right, it is dark, but you can still really see what's happening on the screen. But there were a lot of scenes in Batman vs Superman where it was actually quite murky and grainy. You can't really see what was happening. That was the thing that was frustrated me.
Camera shots are pretty shaky.
Exactly.
When you look at talk about the scene where Batman goes to rescue Martha. That was the badass Batman.
That was the one that everybody was
but the
talking
camera
about.
angle is a bit shaky.
Exactly.
But you still see all the actions and the brutality of Batman.
Right.
I want to talk about that.
Everyone was bitching about how Ben Affleck was a nasty Batman, right? Because if you look at all the previous movies from Batman, from Michael Keaton all the way to George Clooney and Christian Bale, but right now this is the first Batman that you ever see on screen that actually takes a knife and stabs someone in the freaking head or in the heart, right?
It kills people.
To me, dude, you cannot be a hero that has no superpower and not kill, right? Because it's kill or be killed.
Well, maybe in the future when they form Justice League, he turned a bit different.
I actually quite like the badass Batman in this movie, right? That's something that a lot of fans never expected to see. Okay. Now, there was a lot of people complaining about, hey, I didn't get this scene, I didn't get this reference, right? Since you read the comics and you followed the universe, is there anything that you want to address to the fans?
Well, with the appearance of Wonder Woman in the middle with Batman and Superman, that is the trinity, the three of the best of the best. That is actually a comic came out with that. So it's the world's finest. The three of them is when that scene came out and with the soundtrack. Wow, I have goosebumps. Right?
Wow, really? I mean, yes, exactly. I think the part where Gal Gadot, appeared from the screen together with Batman and Superman, that was pretty awesome, right? Justice League. Right, in case some of you who don't remember, Zack Snyder, long before the movie actually came out, Zack Snyder was tweeting a picture about Unite the Seven, right? And as we know, in the movie there is Batman, Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Cyborg. Yeah. So who is number 7?
I would say it's Green Lantern.
Okay.
I mean, in the old Justice League, actually, there's a Martian Manhunter.
Oh, yes.
But let's not speculate about this.
Right. Anyone can guess who that is? Please, in the comment section, please let us know. Please let us know. What about in the movie? Actually, what kind of annoyed me a bit was how there were a lot of scenes where it turns out to be a dream, right? Just like when when Batman fell into the well and he was flown up by a whirlpool of bats. That's a dream.
Metaphoric part which Zack's put in, and I think it's not necessary.
But there were actually a lot of metaphors in the movie, man.
And
God and devil, demon and angels.
And a lot of people complain about the opening scene where how the parents got killed again and again and again.
Yes.
Which we always see in the Batman movie.
Exactly. Remember just now you were talking about how you got so excited about the final fight scene between Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman and Doomsday. That soundtrack, man, right?
Yeah,
that was pretty good as well.
The soundtrack was by Hans Zimmer
and Junkie XL.
Yeah, so this is a pretty good different mix. Because Hans is very like all the orchestra soundtrack.
Exactly. But if you really have a chance to listen to the soundtrack right now on Spotify, you notice that it reminiscence back to the old Man of Steel team as well. They retained that as well. So that was pretty good, right?
I think I didn't concentrate so much on the soundtrack. I was like,
right.
Well, okay, the fight scenes are cool, and yeah.
Right. I think for me, the movie, the best part was, of course, the Batmobile sequence. That was pretty badass, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty
but
badass.
It was such a short-lived moment where, it crashed into Man of Steel and and Man of Steel just rip off the doors, and that's it. But during the chase scene was crazy, I would say. It was like flying here. I mean, it's a Batmobile, but it's jumping here and then crashing in the stars.
Because you will remember in the previous old Batman movies, they will always have some introduction about, this is how the vehicle looks like, this is what it can do. But in this movie, there's like, nope, this is it, right?
This is the part where you love the quick action and even the appearance of Batwing.
Yes.
That's what you call it, right? Batman's flying plane.
Now, I think we pretty much covered everything about the movie review. I suppose the last thing is, of course, the verdict. Right? Okay. 1 out of 10, what would be your verdict, Pete?
Don't hate us. We're just giving our
as a comic fan, what would be your rating? 1 to 10. 10 being awesome.
I would give it a 7. I watched it
7? So low?
I did expect a lot more from you.
Okay.
Yeah, as a comic fan. Yeah. You?
For me, not being a comic reader, not following the DC universe, not reading any of the reviews or any of the comments from YouTube as well, not knowing what to expect when I went and saw the movie. I thought the movie was quite entertaining, right? Went in there, I was entertained for 2.5 hours. Yes, there were some draggy parts, but the action scenes and the climax and the music as well, I think more than made up for it. For me, I will give it 8.5 out of 10. Right? I really find it entertaining. Right. That's it from all of us. From here, me, Carpetia, and Big Pete as well.
Right. This is our first movie review.
Yes.
And our first appearance in a video.
Exactly. Please enjoy. We have some awesome merchandise from Batman and Superman for you to view.
Let's talk about the merchandise. Before the movie comes out, you can see a lot of different toy line or merchandise that came out. Those are the normal toy line. What impresses us, actually, we have seen the Prime ones. Dark Knight. Batman and Superman. It was really, really impressive. We'll show you some of the
pictures right now. Yeah. Okay. But if you are in KL and you want to see how this awesome merchandise look like, especially the Batmobile, go to Shock Toys and check it out. This awesome Batman vs Superman merchandise is just really awesome.
Right. So that's all from us.
Thank you. Please leave a comment. Bye bye.